TM.
Okay, so, well, the front page, and guys, you can go and check this out yourself, and I will go through it. Some of it I hope you don't find tedious, because anything new always takes a little bit of time. And so let's just scroll through the front page. These are our main things it does. Or if you all the Ginger GM courses that you get on my website gingergm.com, all the video courses, you're able to have access to them through, if you brought them, it can do some very clever stuff, which we'll show you in a minute, relating to the courses, the opening courses, and that's only going to get better. We have a chess encyclopedia. Now this is one of our strongest things, which has taken us already a lot of time to build up, but we're working on it, and we want to make that basically your reference place for any opening position, the best place to go, to give you to tell you what to do in any position. You just put the position on the board and it will tell you what the opening is and what you should be doing in that opening. Top games is you can put a position on the board and you can search it against any top games that have been played over the board. So you might be find Magnus Carlsen, see what he does. Online games, it will search on Lead Chess and chess.com and it will find online games in that position. And then you can also search a position for YouTube videos in that position. Now I'll just go through this page quickly and see if Bjorn wants to add anything. And do remember you can ask me questions as you go. We'll quickly show everything. So this is one of our main ideas is this here, which is we were thinking like we want to do a couple of things. And one of it was like everyone loves blitz chess, right? But blitz chess is like you can't really improve from blitz chess. Blitz chess is supposed to be bad for your chess, but we wanted to change that. And we wanted to create a system where you play chess online and then you analyze, basically your handle in our system and whatever opening you want to check, and it will tell you where you went wrong or if you played it right. If you went wrong, what you should have played, and then you will know that very, very quickly, and you can also get access to the video of that very quickly. We'll show all this in a minute as we're going along. Are there plans for a mobile app? That's probably one for Bjorn to answer. What do you reckon, Bjorn?
Yeah, at the moment there's no specific plans, but we decided to build the site very mobile friendly. So hopefully anything that you can do on the desktop version will also be available on a mobile version. It looks very different on a mobile, so it's not just like a desktop minimized. Yeah. So you can have a go at yourself and check it out there.
Yeah, and remember, well, you can see the link here. It is just literally there. And these are, these are some of the other things it does. And this is, like I say, just the home page. And my mouse is so sensitive. I think I've shown you this problem before. And this is the team behind it. So you've got me, Bjorn, and Bjorn is the guy who's been programming it all. Blair, quality insurance, helping out. We've got, well, you can see, you can go and check it out. And who do you think looks the coolest there? I think Blair looks the coolest. Maybe
definitely Vincent Blair is up there.
I know, yeah. I don't think Anyway, one of the first things we got actually was quite funny. We had a complaint, and it was an email, and it was said, "How can you create something without any women being involved?" Yeah, I don't know if we should bring that up, but I'm too late now. And it's like, well, it's just the way it is. And we actually have got someone else, Kay, we're going to add to this, but we're just waiting for a picture. But I think it'd rather be sexist if you did just try to include people, or for that reason. Digging a hole here, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm just glad you didn't ask me for the answer to that.
Yeah.
But
it's just the way it is, right? And we have Blair in the chat, Barbary Macaque. Hello, Blair. Hope you're doing all right.
Hello, Blair.
And we're just saying,
very nice stream yesterday, Blair.
I didn't see yesterday's. I was a bit too depressed, but I saw a bit.
No, you were playing obviously when
yes.
during the stream. So.
Yeah, I was going to have a look afterwards as well.
Oh, okay.
I did a bit of that on the first thing just to see what they were thinking, but we're gonna try all this out. So this is the home page. Like I say, go and check it out. But you've got these links at the top. So home, analyze prices. We'll come to those a little bit later. But the first thing you can get to use. Does the site allow people to build repertoires? Yes, basically it's made to improve your opening play, right, Bjorn? would you say?
Yes, so there's two answers to that. Yes, you can build your own repertoire, and right now you cannot compare online games against your own repertoire, but that's on top of the list we want to do. So within a month or two, you should be able to bring your own courses in your own repertoire, and then compare any online games you play against that.
Now, people asking about you have to sign up and things. Well, like I mentioned, we've spent a lot of money developing it, and the idea is, to keep it going. We're constantly spending money on it, and we want to make it good. Obviously, well, I think honestly, we're gonna monetize it. So if you want to get all the features, you do have to subscribe to $9.99 a month, which we think is very competitively priced considering everything you get in it, and as a way to have brilliant access to improve your openings. If you look at the prices of Chessable, for example, their stuff is very, very higher than that, and we think you'll get great value out of it. So you can have a look at stuff for free. I mean, let me just show the pricing now. These are the basic pricing. So you can't get much, you don't get much info until you sign up or register. And if you just register without paying, you'll see that you get a fair. I mean, this is $9.99. Okay, so that's not pounds. So this, if you just register, you get quite a lot of things you can do without spending any money. And then if you do like it, you get access to everything. But okay, we can talk about it later. But should we try improve your game? So one of the features Bjorn really wanted, and this was Bjorn's idea really. Maybe you can take us through it, Bjorn. So let's just click this one. You guys can have a go at this as well. But let's just go into the search games. This will take you to our main page, which we'll come to later on. But one of the real powerful things is this improving from your blitz game. So you go to search games, and this brings up at the moment. We will do some design changes as we go along, but this page here, and you can see what I was trying with Gary yesterday.
All right.
But,
okay.
I don't know. Should we try it with someone in the chat? Maybe. I mean, how about that, Bjorn? Should we try?
That'd be nice. Well, while we're waiting, just try your username, and we'll have a look.
Okay. Or
if anybody wants to try it, then give us your.
Okay, Perno. What about Perno? Yes. So
Okay.
Perno, can you give me your chess.com handle and your Lee Chess handle? Because this is what we got to put in here. You got to put your chess.com handle and your Lee Chess handle to get this working. Is that for both, Perno? Is that that's for Lee Chess? Okay, so I'm just going to put in where it says Lee Chess. You put in your Lee Chess name, and what about? Do you play on chess.com, Perno? You just play on Lee Chess, right? Okay, so we're going to put in. Then obviously, the idea of what we've created is that anyone can do this. Anyone can put your own name in, and it helps you improve your blitz games. Okay, ACM.
So the reason I said I wanted you to try with your first is that the first time we download all the games, it can take a little bit of time. So I could do that in the background while we're waiting.
Okay, right.
So if you just try yours, because I know we have already downloaded your games.
Sure. Okay, so Bjorn is going to just add. So the first time it downloads your games, it will take a little bit longer, but then after that, it quickens up a lot. Because you've got
so basically it goes back 6 months. It downloads all the games you've played the last 6 months, and the next time it just uploads or downloads anything that we haven't downloaded yet, basically any new games.
Yeah, cool. So we'll just do my name first, just to show you how it works. Then we'll try out Craig's name. Hopefully Bjorn's got a note of. Did you manage to get a note of Craig's handles there in the chat? I'll let you do that so you can start the search on his games now, Bjorn, maybe, just so it's quicker. Yep. But okay, so here, and then so that's your handle. Then you just got to pick what chess openings you want to use. So you've got to pick an opening you want to check out with white and an opening with black. So this is helping you. Let's say you really want to improve. Well, let's just have a look. Grandmaster Gambits or the English. Let's go for Grandmaster Gambits. That's one of my courses that I've done. And this is a Gambit course I did for Chessable. So if you want to try to improve that opening, which you think you've learned, you play blitz games in it, obviously, and you put that in as white, and then as black, I'm going to put in, what should I put as black? So there's two things you can search from, and you can't see this drop-down menu, I'm afraid. For some reason, it doesn't show up on the screen capture, which is really weird, right? I don't know why that is, but it doesn't show up. But I'm going to put in as black the Killer Dragon. Okay, and now I just press search, and it will come up with basically a list of things that it reckons I need to look at. Now, obviously, for me, it's a little bit different. Oh, this is Gary. It's doing Gary O'Grady here. So on the thing, this is still Gary's, and it comes up with his games on the search thing. So I don't know.
Just do a refresh and try again.
Yeah. So obviously, we are still like just.
Click the. You need to click the update button as well.
Ah, that's what I did.
So it wasn't.
See, so even I've got to learn it. So we're going to try that again. Ginger GM and Ginger GM. I don't think it's case sensitive, and we'll just put those openings in again. Maybe they're in there. They are still in there. So I've got to update. That's what I forgot to do now. So that's going to update the handle for me, and it seems to be doing that now. And you can see now it should come up with suggestions. So you press here the search bar, and you can see here it's literally found lots of suggestions for games where maybe I didn't follow the theory, the correct
your own theory,
my own theory from my own courses. It also tells you where your opponent made an error, and well, you can see the ones in red are the opening points which maybe you could improve at. So let's just try. It says knight a3 here. I want to see what this means, right? So I'm going to click the board thing here, which is analyze, and it will quickly now take you to our main board. And this is a game I had as white. You can see my opponent, and the move in red is the move that I played but is a mistake, and the move in green is the move that I should have played. And you can see here on the right hand side, this is the relevant information about it. So if I press this bit here, I obviously want to look at this opening bit a bit more, because well, this is where I went wrong. So I can load the PGN now, and this loads up that theory bit there, and it will show me here just by right clicking what I should do. So I should play c3, the bishop comes back, and now knight to a3, and you get some basic comments as we go along here, so you can look at that. And obviously here you can look at different variations, so you can learn this line a little bit better. So queen d8, what should I do? d4, and this is what you do. So that's one thing it found. Now if I go back to the search game bit, so let's go that, because you need to go back to where we were before. I've got all these other little ones I can also look at. Now I'm hoping to find one of the Ginger Gem videos, because that was from our encyclopedia, that one. I don't know if it's going to pick up, because maybe I played a Dutch perfectly, right? Let's put in a different opening.
True.
Let's put in Killer Dragon. Let's put in
Killer French, maybe.
Killer French. We try that. Okay, so we'll do that. And Bjorn, do you want to add?
You can also use the filters there and just look at your black games, for example.
Okay, let's do that. So I'm just going to look at black games now. Or I could. Let's put a white one in, the Jabava London. A lot of people like the Jabava London, so I don't know if I've played that recently, but we can try, and we'll do both and see what this comes up with. So you can try out different openings. So let's say you want to learn the Jabava London. You basically you look at the opening yourselves. You do a bit of research wherever you've seen that opening. Then you want to go and try it out. So you go and try it out playing lots of blitz games in that opening, and then you can check out how your blitz games, if you've remembered it well, and what you've done wrong. Look at this perfect play here. So I don't think I've played lots of okay, d6.
No, probably not.
Perfect play. So because I play my openings quite well. But should we try out? Is there anything you want to add, or should we try out Craig now? Should we go for that? Is it ready to search his name? So,
oh, sorry. What was I think I tried another username, ABXAB. He was the first one who asked.
Okay, well, I think we're going to go for Craig, which is Perno.
Right, so could you Perno?
If you look in the chat, his things are.
Oh, right, right there. Okay.
Okay.
Let me have a look and see if.
And what openings do you want to look at, Craig? So tell us.
Yeah, that's also important. We need to know either a black or a white opening.
Yep.
Or both.
Yeah, so Craig, who's Perno, in the chat, we're just going to try it out for your handle. What openings do you want to sort of have a look at a little bit deeper? Look at. So, Craig, are you there? Other way around. Okay, is this right? That's your chess.com handle, right? I think I've got it the right way around. birds or Scandinavian. Okay, so we're going to put in, let's put in the Scandinavian, and I think Ginger Gem had done a course on the Scandinavian, so
yeah, it should be one. Yeah.
And the birds we haven't done, but it's in our ECO, so we're going to put that one in there. And I need to update your handle as well, so this might take, okay, let me get the names right there. So chess.com is ACM, right? Let's go for this. And Lee Chess is this one, right? Let's see that. So that's what I've got down. Is that G? I don't know if that one's right, but we'll try that. Is that right? Your Lee Chess handle? Is that the right one? Capital Jib. Okay, let's try that. See if that helps a little bit. So you just put your handles in. We're going to try to update it, and first time it searches, it takes a bit of a while. But let's see how this gets on. That's with the birds and the Scandinavian. Yeah, anything else? I mean, what the idea of this, Bjorn? I mean, you kind of came out with this, so maybe you can tell us the idea a little bit of why you know we made this search feature basically.
Yeah, but the idea was that when I was trying to learn one of your courses, I've constantly find myself in positions where I was playing blitz, and I remembered. Or I came in positions in the game where I remember that you had talked about this position, but I couldn't really remember what to do. And then I found that, like, after the game, maybe I fired up the DVD player, or I had the video files, and then it took me so long to try to find the right chapter, and even if I found the chapter, just to find where you were talking about it. So it just took too long to figure out or go back to the material to try to understand what I was supposed to do in the different situations. So I basically wanted to create something that helped me just jump right into the moment where you're talking about it in the course. And the courses can be 15 to 20 hours. So any help would mean that it would be so much easier for me to actually learn from my blitz games instead of just like playing and reinforcing my errors. So that was the basic idea for this.
Craig's just saying, and to answer Tabberjack's question, so what does the sentence mean on the site? Well, if you have a look at the pricing, that is just, you'll see what's in each level. Just go and have a look at that one. If you register, which is for free, then you do get access to some things for free. So you can just have a play about yourselves. So Craig's saying he doesn't really play on chess.com, so I'm going to try searching this now. Like you say, the first time you do a search, it does take a bit longer. So we can now see it's come up, and we have a lot of perfect, well, we have a perfect play there, and it has some study needed. Well, let's have a look at this one, see what this is. These are all very early on in the game. And okay, so this is where you can see the video. Obviously our heads are in the way, but you'll get used to that. So here Craig played the pawn to f5, but he should have brought his knight out. So you can see that the move in red is what Craig played. Craig is Perno, but he shouldn't have done that one. He should have brought the knight out. This is his game here, and you can see this is the Ginger GM video. So what we're now hoping will work, if I press play here, let's see what happens.
Normally white players would start with knight c3
position
to make the move e5
and you can see
a bit less attractive.
Flip the board, yeah.
There we go.
You go knight to f6.
So I just want to say something about this as well. So what we try to do is to recreate the videos, or any move that is in the videos or in the kind of the recommendations we've recreated as PGN files, and that's what it's using to reference your games. So obviously there could be some mistakes in the PGM files sometimes, and that's something we're constantly trying to fix. But there is also a challenge when we find like this position. There is obviously going to be more than one time that a presenter is talking about a certain position, and right now the system just takes you to one of them. and that sometimes it's very helpful, but sometimes it's kind of maybe we go to the wrong position timestamp in a chapter because it's a summary or just an introduction. So what we're working on is presenting all the times that something is talked about, so you can easily skip through the to the next time the presenter is talking about a position. So that'll make it even easier to find the material that you want.
Yeah, I mean here it's picked up well, so you can see that Craig played pawn to f5, and this is what it's going to do. But if you look at the video, which I've now, you can see it picks up the point, the position on the board, and I'm just going to let Robert, who's our presenter of the Ginger Gem, talk about it. And you can see in the price structure you get a certain amount of minutes for free in the different levels, but obviously if you sign up and you own the course, you can do this with all your openings. So you can literally, let's say you want to learn the Scandinavian, you get our £20 DVD, you watch that, and then you can just go and play blitz, and it will test you out. You can see where you've gone wrong and right. So and here Robert will tell us what you should play basically.
F3. This is of course a scary gambit,
and that's really how it works. So you can go straight to the point in the game where you made an error. So you can see there's a couple of things that this has picked up here. So I'm just going to pick another one. This is another one.
Could you just go back to that game?
Sure.
So if we put that position on the board, so somebody really early on wanted us to showcase the YouTube function.
Club player.
So if you just click the little YouTube icon,
sure,
we'll show you that we're basically trying to analyze all YouTube chess videos and making them searchable.
Yeah.
So in this position, you should be able to see if there's any YouTube video that was played.
I mean, this is totally right. So the good thing about this, you should play knight to f6, right? So this move, knight to f6, should be the move to play. And just going to so in the game, knight to c3, f5 was played. But if we want to have a look at just this position, you've got all these are our main 5 things you can search for, right? So the YouTube thing, if I just press the YouTube, it will now go through and find, okay, it has chess.com videos that have occurred in this position. So again, I can press play there,
G3,
and you will see the position here. And again, I can flip the board if you want to, so you can see it's the same. It will find YouTube videos of any position that you've got very, very quickly, we saw. So you can then also watch a YouTube video that it comes up with, play that, and see how the YouTubers played that position. So we've got many of the main YouTubers there. So there's many things you can do just to learn about one position. You've also got, so let me just go through these tabs where you can see my mouse is. So the videos is very clever, we think. You can also go to online games. So you can have a look here, and it will load up on Lead Chess the top rated players that have played this position. So if I want to have a look at this game, I just load the PGN, and you can see the 2 players are here, and I can play through that one. So we can just have a look how that was played, right? So that's also quite cool. This one here, the next tab, is the top games offline. So these are the highest rated players. These are all grandmasters who have played this. So you can also load up the top games of these players and see what they played as well. 2698 grandmaster. Now,
I just want to answer Tabarjak's question.
Yeah.
It's AI who's doing this for us, so we're not manually scanning all YouTube videos.
No, so AI will find a position straight away. And the next one is the encyclopedia. And with some positions, we're building this up as we go. So you can see that the openings we have here, we have, and this is what you get if you pay for the access. And this is like really your A to Z of all openings. So you can put, I'm going to put a different position on the board. Let's say I'll use this in a minute for my game from yesterday, maybe. Let's say I want to have a look at the Jabava London. Or let's say I just want to look at this position. Well, okay, here I've got it in the courses. And this courses is the Ginger GM courses. So you can see here, this is all the Ginger GM stuff. And again, there's going to be many different things because many different chapters. I can go a little bit more precise. So I know this one is a line, and we can bring up there the PGN, the video of that position as well. So you can quickly go to the video, and again, if I press the video, I press play.
And really, after this, D5 is playable. And let's just have a look what happens
on the board.
At another setup if black plays his bishop.
You can see the position in the video is again there, and you can just keep doing this with many different things. So the AI bit Bjorn mentioned. Well, I want to maybe see if there's any YouTube videos. Let's just try that again. So you can see Daniel Naroditsky has had this position. So rather than searching through the whole of YouTube, trying to find a player who plays your openings or a position you want, you can just access this immediately. You press play.
Bishop F5. Does anybody?
And look at this. You've got Daniel Naroditsky. He's a really nice guy, top grandmaster, and you can see what he plays in this position. So it's really powerful as a learning tool in many different things.
I also want to bring a little bit of notation. Oh, maybe that was what you're going to talk about, the engine analysis here.
Well, yeah, this you can see the engine analysis bar here. You can turn on our basic engine, which gives some analysis here with the bar on the left hand side, just to tell you what position you like. But the deep analysis, this maybe you want to mention what this is, Bjorn. This Stockfish 13NL. So we've used a lot of AI.
Yeah, so
stuff.
basically everything in the courses or in our encyclopedia, all positions have been analyzed with Stockfish 13 about 5 minutes, I think, by a supercomputer. So it's about 400,000 positions that's being analyzed. So to get to this depth of 40, as you see on your own machine, to this level, you would have to, well, I don't know about how strong machines or servers people have, but I would have to let my Mac work for a day just to get that number that you instantly get for all positions in our courses and encyclopedia.
Yeah, so this is basically the deepest analysis of a position that you can probably get, and again, if you go up to the higher price, our subscription model, you'll get that. And that just means if you're...
Yeah, I'll share a little secret. That's obviously going to be behind the paid wall, but it isn't right now. So you guys can go around and have a play with it and look at that right now.
All right, so it will be...
Because I'm too lazy or too slow to.
Because what we did basically, as Bjorn said, we took all the positions from our encyclopedia, which we're adding to all the time, and we did a 5-minute search, very deep neural network search on each position to get an assessment of that position. And some of the lines are going to be quite long. We're going to make this a little bit more extensive so you can see the variations, but it will basically tell you what the verdict of the position is. So not like artificial, very quick computer analysis, which you might get on a lot of the websites like Chess Bomb, but this will give you a very deep analysis of the position. So another thing to improve your thing. And again, just showing you the encyclopedia. So this encyclopedia here, maybe I want to learn about the Traxler Gambit, this line, and well, we've got this for each opening. Let me move me back here. Hello, Bjorn. And this bit here will tell you a little bit about the opening. We've given it, this is the Italian game, so not the Traxler Gambit. We're going to go deeper into the variations as we go along, but this will tell you a little bit. If you're looking for a very aggressive opening, you want to look for the bar that's up there at 10, like the King's Gambit will be 10. It'll tell you a little bit of history. JT made this as one of the guys who works for us, doing a great job. And if I want to have a look at what we've got on this position, we can just load the PGN, and you load the PGN in here, and again you just click through it so you can see some lines. Now we're building up the ECO, because you can imagine trying to get a written analysis of every single opening is going to take some time. We've completed quite a lot of it. So for example, we only have grandmasters working on this behind the scenes. So grandmasters are basically working on our encyclopedia, getting great analysis with some comments. And for example, the Queen's Gambit, we've kind of completed now. And well, quite interestingly, I'll show you in a minute how I can go over my game with it from yesterday, which I lost because I went wrong. But in that one, we got into this position here, and now you can see all the different lines. My opponent played knight to f6, and I played bishop g5 here to try and surprise my opponent. And we can load the PGN here. Now we've used a different bit of notation than you might see in some of your different ones. So Bjorn, maybe you want to mention what the green dots are and stuff like this in the encyclopedia. So
yeah, so basically the green dots means that there's a comment there. So if you click any of those, you'll see the comment. So it's on the agenda. Like, some people like to have the comments in the PGN. Some people like to have it outside. As a default, it's outside, and we're probably going to have like a flip where you can choose if you want to read them inline or outside, as it is right now.
Yeah. And so, you know, if I want to learn about this opening, which I had yesterday, and I'm going to show you. Well, my opponent played in this position. He played, well, there you go. I can right click and you can see the various options. My opponent yesterday played h6, so I can see what work we've got on this. And now I decided to take on f6, but if you want to have a look at the other line here, you can see there's bishop h4, so I can look at the alternatives. You can see the deep analysis here is also running on the position. So this is actually what I got in my game yesterday, which I ended up losing. So I find this very, you know, I think it was Grandmaster Danny Gormali who did the work on this one. So, you know, as you can see up here, the analysis for our encyclopedia is always Grandmaster level, people researching on these openings with some comments here again. So you can just flick through, you can see the right ideas. Knight bd2. So I didn't play that. I put my knight on c3, and again you can click through here and you can see that Danny has written, and this is just a random position I've picked, let's move me back, has written a little bit of text. This is Grammarly here, so noting that Danny didn't use a capital S, Bjorn. So this is
he's not getting paid now.
No, this is like a little extension thing. This is not part of the app that I use for English because it's really bad. But you can see here, yeah, you get a little bit on the opening. And again, maybe I want to see have any top players play this, so I can jump around with the tabs here. So if I go to top games, well, David Navarro's had this as black. So you can have a look at the games there. You can have a look at online games, chess.com. There was a game there. I think that Daniel Dubov played this as white. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, so I can see what Daniel Dubov played as white. That's really cool. And I don't know if it'll bring up any YouTube searches this one because it's quite in depth, but we're adding YouTube searches as we go along. So you've got all these things. Now the other thing, Bjorn, is like saving stuff, because obviously if you do a bit of work on it, you want to save your work as you go. You don't want to just have a look and then come back and it's all gone. And this is again something we're basically building up. But do you want to tell us a little bit about the saving? So maybe I want to save this game of Dubov's, for example, Bjorn. Do you want to talk us through how to do that?
Yes, I will. I was just a little bit confused now. Perno is saying I need a new tattoo of the website. That's probably a good idea, actually. That little G would do well as a tattoo, I think. Well, but okay.
Do you know Perno's got gingergm.com tattooed on his bottom?
Oh, that's true. That's why he's saying that. Obviously, yeah.
So now he needs to get gchess.com tattooed on his other cheek.
Wow.
Just in case you were. Okay, I think that's why Perno, where it came from. But,
yeah, no, that was Perno. So are you saying you're up for it, Perno, or were you recommending it for me? Anyways, I guess you can. So what do we want to do? Do you want to put the game on the board and then save it and see how that works?
Okay, yeah. I mean, so should I play my game from yesterday? I mean, the one thing we're going to do as well, you can upload PGNs. So if I have my game somewhere, but I don't know where it is at the moment, so I'll just go through how.
So you need to. So basically, you just need to reset the board before you start creating something new.
Okay, so reset board. Let's do that. And this is how my game from yesterday went against an Armenian Grandmaster.
I thought you started C4 yesterday.
I did start C4. You're right. I can't even remember. So let's reset the board again. But
so it probably transposed into the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, so really, what me and Bjorn wanted to create, and especially me, who's always, I want to get better at chess. I'm sure all of you guys do, and ChessBase is such a powerful tool historically. And every professional improving player uses ChessBase to get you better at chess, get your openings better. And we wanted to create something that was much simpler to use than ChessBase, where you could have all the resources, extra resources, and save your work, but in a very more user-friendly way that you could also get on your phone. and you can access your save files on your phone. So this is, I mean, they've always said the best way to get better at chess is to analyze your games. So we can do that with blitz games, but if you're playing a longer, you can do it with rapid games, any games you played online. But for me, I want to see where I went wrong yesterday and improve from that. So I can put the game on the board from yesterday. This move was a bit of a shock. I didn't expect him to go e6 there, which was a bit annoying. And I went knight to f3, and it went like this. And this was a bit of an unfortunate way. Bishop g5. I can quickly talk you through what I was thinking. I just wanted to get my opponent a little bit out of theory. h6 was a good move because I was worried if I came back here. This is what I was trying to work out at the time, that he would even do something like check, and then I wanted to put the knight on d2, and I was wondering about this line where I move my knight and he now comes knight e4. So I was trying to work this out at the time, right, where my knight on d2 is in a lot of trouble. So that's why after h6 I don't really like giving up my bishop early, but I took on this one. And by the way, you can add comments, you can annotate as you go on here. Yep, so you can see if I want to add comments on this move, I just add comments in, like I didn't want to play this move. And you can save your work, right? But we're going to see how you can. I can't spell apparently, but okay. Save it as you go along. And after this one, I didn't want to allow him to win the pawn, so I just played a normal move. My opponent developed his knight. I now went queen c2. I thought that would force him to play c6, which he did. And my opponent, this is now, well, maybe this knight bd2 is an option, but I played this normal move, and now after
funnily after that move it's suddenly transposed into a very common position, it looks like.
Yes, and you can see here, you can see here that this is the Moscow variation.
Right.
G6 is the so-called, and again,
so I would say, like, at this point, sorry to interrupt you,
sure,
but at this point, like, you feel like you've done you put a lot of moves in and lines and even comments. So now I would kind of consider saving this. So there's a little heart icon.
Okay, and the other thing, Bjorn, and again, do bear in mind we only released this a week ago, so we're very happy with it, but it's ongoing work. So there's a good little thing there from Tabberjack saying you need to be able to like right click on something and promote this to the main line. That's something to remember. So you make it the main line rather than the sideline, Bjorn, right?
Right, yeah.
So because at the moment G6 happened, but it's actually a sideline, so we need to change that one. But
right,
promote to mainline. So okay, so if I save it, this little heart thing here, you can talk me through it, Bjorn, so everyone can see how to do it.
Yeah, so you just click that.
Okay, so I might want to create a folder. We were going to call it databases, but we thought computers, maybe beginners want to use this. We want to make it as friendly for them as we can. So this is just like let's just call it the Moscow.
So you don't have any folders at the moment, so you have to click the create new folder icon. And then let's just call it Simon's Games, or
okay, so
yes.
We can call it my Simon's Games, so I can keep this. A look at my games. Okay, so then I'll save that one.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the first folder I've created, and now
now you should be able to hopefully just find a name for that game, and you.
So now we put it in here. So let's call it, I don't know, yesterday, just for now. Save it.
Yep.
And you can see now the board's changed color, right, Bjorn?
Yeah. So basically, now we're trying to show the user that you're kind of in a database mode or in save mode. So anything you do now, any comment you write will be automatically saved. So there's no save button, but anytime you do anything, it's basically saved. The little heart icon flashes to identify that it's being saved, but also something we're working on to make it a little bit clearer that you don't need to save it.
Just put the wrong. There you go. This is the website, by the way, not that first one. Okay, so now it's saved, Bjorn. I can sort of, you can see here. I did look at this yesterday. It was quite. I mean, this actually really helped me. So the way the game went after G6, I castled queenside basically.
So now you should probably close this one. Yeah. Okay. So
should we show it in the save games thing? Do you want to show how it works there?
Yeah. So exactly. You can go to the save games thing.
Okay. So
tab on the left side. And this is where kind of all your folders and games are organized. So you can move anything around here. You can delete folders. You can delete games, obviously. You can download them. But if you click the view button, then it should open on the board again, and you're back to the game.
Back into the game, so I can just go to where I was and just keep working on the files. And
and I'll just add, like, anything that we showed you earlier with the tabs and the YouTube videos and the top games, and everything is still working. So anytime you click on a move, it will search the encyclopedia. It will search the top games and automatically find anything. So all the resources are still available.
And the other thing to bear in mind is with the videos, what we're doing, we're constantly downloading videos from YouTube, and it is definitely the best thing out there that does this. But some positions haven't found videos yet, so obviously that the download, I'm hoping will be the biggest library of, because we've got to get the YouTube videos onto our system. So this position will feature definitely in the YouTube video later on, but
definitely
at the moment it's not. And
our goal is basically to just have everything on YouTube analyzed. It just takes time basically to do it.
That's right. Cheers Perno. And the other thing is, I mean, with the encyclopedia, what I learned yesterday is, okay, I castled here, which is quite interesting. I wonder if anyone's played this. Oh look, Jabava played this as well. So Jabava lost Harry Krishna there online. Has anyone played it? Oh, Dubov and Simon Ansell, the guy who invented. You came. So I'm in good territory here. Let's just see.
You'd have won this line, yeah.
I want to see what Dubov played actually. So Dubov beat who's this guy, Robson, right? So he. So how did he play? It's given to me. So okay, so Dubov. I played H4 now. And he does play H4. Okay, didn't go E4 though. I played E4, right? B5. Okay, this is getting a bit wacky now, isn't it? So, and this is okay. All right, all a bit crazy there. But the one thing I did learn yesterday was I went to our encyclopedia, and I wanted to see what we had in our encyclopedia. So this position where I castle queenside, if I just load up this is what Danny Gormali recommends in his work, and this is quite interesting because I castled, I had a bit of an attack, but I didn't really believe what I played, so I can play around trying to find the right things. And Danny just recommends this line: bishop d3, bishop g7, just kingside castling. And I found this very interesting because it's sort of telling me what I should be doing. Rook d1, put a rook in the center, and now just expanding on the queen side with a3 and b4. And at some point you can see this is, he said, a typical continuation. And one plan that I found very interesting here is that you always want to stop e5 because the queen takes g6 and the pin on the f pawn. So I found that quite, that's the move you want to break. But the plan I really found interesting was here Danny gives two lines, e4 and pawn to h4. But like in my game, this idea of playing h4, which it still gives me some attacking chances, and it's quite like the game I had yesterday, Bjorn, except my king's a lot safer and I've got more central control. So now if I wanted to save this again, because this is a really well annotated line, so I can have a look at it, we just do the same process. So I go to save, and we can go to Simon's Games, right, and I can just save it there, right? So in that one, and then if I go to save games, you can see Simon's Games. It's another little bit of information I can get there. So these are the things it really does that we wanted to talk about today. We can go into more detail about other things, I think, another time. But I'm
just going to try to answer some of the questions I see.
Sure.
Can I load GM DVDs on the free site too? I think all of the opening courses from GM are available. And you can actually, you have 20 free minutes just as a registered users. So per month that you can watch. If you are paying, you get 90 minutes for free, which is pretty good actually, for $10 per month. And any course that you already own on GingerGM, you can link your account to GingerGM, and then you will be able to watch anything for free, anything that you own.
Now, Barding is saying, I don't know if he's saying it about this site, he's saying that promotion doesn't work. Let me just check that out. I thought we fixed that, so I'm just going to have a look. What happens? This is a very good opening line, right? Look at this. What happens if you promote? Yeah, it works. Look, so I can promote to, well, queen. It works perfectly. So by the looks of it, and if I promote to a knight, can I do that? Yeah, it seems to work all right. So, oh, if you decide to not promote, then it stays.
Ah.
Ready?
We're never tested to promote to anything else. No, there's a knight.
But how can you not promote? Oh, so I just go like that. Oh yeah, that's quite cool. So it promotes to a
pawn. Nice little bug there. 3-month subscription for sure.
Yeah. That's quite funny, yeah. And yeah, I mean, this is really like, so it's really just something you can test out loads of things with. I mean, you know, even if you just want to, you've brought the Jabava London system, and there's one position you really want to look at, you just put the position on the board that you're having trouble with, and well, okay, I'm just going to reset the board and go for it again. And so the Jabava London will be going knight here first. Maybe you want to look at these lines with g6. Then someone the other day was asking me about this line. So rather than go through that, you know, the video trying to find it, you can just, again, you have a look here. Let's just put that one on. That looks like the theory section, and you've got the PGN of it, and you can just play the video as well.
I think at some point everyone's going to play their own game,
so, which will take you to that exact position in a second. So it's really just aimed at trying to help you really improve your game through videos, and also this function of being able to save your own work as you go. So if you really want to work on an opening, you can save it. You can access that on your phone on the way to a chess tournament. Even in a bar, you can have a look at it, see what you should have done, and you can see here Stockfish. The deep analysis gives us as practically winning for white, right? Plus 2.51, which is a major advantage. Really big, and it's yeah, and it's just a simple to use like version of Chess Base Race, but with some more functionality, like the YouTube video. Well, Eric Rosen's had this position, as well as me, of course.
Yeah, I see Hanging Pawns is making the point that you can't do anything extra on this site that you can't get anywhere else, and that might be true. I'm not really sure that you can do the automatic comparison of your own games against course openings anywhere else, which is a major point for us. But it might be true that you can do. I know there's one app that does YouTube search, which is called Chessify, which has been extremely successful. And I'm sure you can go to chess.com and search for their games. You can go to Lichess and search for their games. You can go to other places and find top games. But so we're not really trying to say that we're unique, but we're trying to be a simple, unified place for you to study your openings and bring all these resources together in one simple to use place.
It's quite funny. Hanging Pawns, I think Hanging Pawns might work for Chess Iffy. He says, has that video function and works much better. I think he's been a little bit difficult there, all right, as you're going to get. I mean, I suggest
that's fine. Yeah, I like Chessify, and it's a great idea.
Okay, I mean, you don't need to ban him. I don't think JT. But
no, JT, yeah, that's too much.
A little bit, but it's nice to see people's feedback. I mean, we obviously disagree, but I mean, I think this course does do things personally that you can't find anywhere else. I mean, if someone can name this function here, I mean, so I would unban him if I was you. If you can yeah. Like, so this function where you put your own names in, and you can literally find recommendations, and you can go to a video of your blitz games. I mean, I don't know any other site that does this anywhere. So I think this is completely unique. I mean, just the fact that we've got Ginger GM videos here, having a full encyclopedia. Where I mean, yeah. I'm not aware of the encyclopedia. Where if someone could tell me where you can get a full encyclopedia, as you can see here, of like everything. Yeah, I mean, like where else can you get an encyclopedia that gives you this? I don't know anywhere else where you get.
I just want to answer a question that has been up a couple of times. So the API calls to the chess.com and Lichess, they are real time. So basically, when you do a search, it's not real time. It's against our database, but we update your games as often as we are able to, and you can press the update button, so it fetches all your newer games. So that we should have all your games in our database, and that way we don't need to make calls to the Lichess and chess.com APIs all the time. It also makes it a lot faster to do the comparisons. Yeah, so that was that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, anyone got any questions? You know, do ask us any questions now. I recommend you just.
I wanted to say as well, Simon, we should probably mention that. I hope it's okay, but some of the things that are coming, as I said, that we're trying to build like a unified resource where you can kind of collect from different places. We have the YouTube, the online games, the top games, the encyclopedia. Yeah. We are very soon bringing New in Chess on board. I hope it's okay to say that, Simon.
yeah, of course, yeah.
They're bringing they're digitizing all their surveys from all the yearbooks and putting them on gchess. So any article in any New in Chess publication will be searchable, and you can buy them directly from our page. If you're a subscriber to New in Chess, then you will have direct access to all of them by default. So that's coming. We have other platforms as well coming that we will integrate into this.
Yes. So there's going to be many. Basically, it's going to be like you could say like the Google of chess. I mean, you're going to have more resources on this site than you will get anywhere else. I mean, I think that's just fair to say. We're going to try to make things a bit more interactive as well, so you can get like reports of your openings back to you each week, which reference against which we believe you can get more information on this site than anywhere else. I mean, where else can you get all these things at once? And yeah, I mean, I don't also know where this search feature you can get this kind of thing looking at your game. So here apparently I've got some study to be made. I played a game here from one of my own courses, so it's always interesting to know that. Cool, look at baby me. So yeah, so well, okay, so this is basically what you're referencing it against my Killer D4 video, where in that video
now black either castles or goes
D6.
It doesn't really matter which way he plays it. Let's say he plays D6 first. Now the setup I'm going to suggest starts with you moving one bishop to E2 and one bishop to E3. So this is your starting move order. Now you don't go bishop to E3 first, because this allows black to try knight to G4. So we first go bishop to E2.
Okay, now, so obviously you can reference against that. And like I say, it's just many very useful ways you can improve your openings as you go along with our encyclopedia. Like I say, it's basically it's like a number of books. This encyclopedia, it has more information than you will find pretty much. Look at all the, you can look at any King's Indian line. Let's put this on, see what bishop E2. Okay, so knight G2 was played there. In the thing, but yeah, okay, so I mean, I think there's not much more that can be said, but it's not as an app yet, but you can try it out on your phone. Remember, just put the gchess in. It does work on the phone. Obviously it's a bit of a different layout, and like anything new, you've got to get used to things. And the other thing I would like to say is that we in the team are obviously doing ongoing work on this, so we're making it better. Like Bjorn said, New in Chess is going to be another option at the top here, so you can look at New in Chess as like the best resource for basically the most famous resource. Magnus is saying how he uses New in Chess yearbook, so you'll be able to reference against them. There's loads of other stuff you'll be able to do as well. So yeah, I don't know, Bjorn, have you got any more things you want to add, or any questions in the chat really? Yeah.
Sorry, I was just seeing that somebody said en passant is not working. That seemed to work fine for me, but can have a go as well.
Let's have a go. If I remember how to do one.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's have a look. F5. Oh, you're right. En passant doesn't take the pawn off the board. There you go. So little things we need to. Yeah. So so there you go.
So the move worked. Yeah. Right.
The move works, but it doesn't. Okay. So I mean, there are going to be little things like this as we go along, but
I have a lot to do tomorrow. Yeah.
yes, and as always.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No, but this is the point. Now that we're opening it to everybody, and I mean, we have been live a couple of weeks, but we haven't really marketed at all. So so we expect some problems. So just know that. Please use the. Oh, maybe you should talk about the feedback function there. If you find anything, we're happy to get a little email, or I'm often on the chat there to answer any questions.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything,
we'll try to fix things as soon as possible, basically.
Yeah, there's little video things if you want to see how to use some of the things as well. But there's feedback things you can say. There's, like any site when you launch, there's going to be a couple of things that are not 100% up to scratch. But yeah, hanging pawns, you obviously either work for a rival company, or you're just a bit of a dick. I think I've come to the conclusion of. I don't really know what you're doing on this stream. If you don't like it, just go away. This is one of the sad things. Just one of the things that really surprises me with streams. Like, you just get bad energy and bad people, but they stay on the stream. It's like, if you don't like it, just really go away. You don't have to stay here. You are really a bit of a loser.
I'm fine with you not using the site hanging pawns. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Just go elsewhere.
I'm sure there are other tools as well. I'm not trying to say we're the best, but for I'm hoping for a lot of people it will have some value.
Yeah. I think Chess Patzer, you did call it. Well done, Chess Patzer.
Yeah,
you got it right in the first place. So yeah, I mean, so just go and try it out, and and just have a little look. So of how it works, and I don't really have any more to add. We're going to be adding things as we go along. We think it's very powerful, but that's about it really for me, Bjorn. Unless you want to add anything.
No.
I've just been told it's World Redhead Day today. Did you know that? So,
no, that's not one of the things I'm
that's
reading up on, I guess.
No, I don't know why. Well, World Redhead Day, which is June, so there you go. Okay, but yeah, I mean, I think, and we all think, we're very confident, a great way to improve your chess and to build up your own databases of openings, which you can use and improve from your blitz games. But I think we're going to end the stream sort of now. So yeah, cheers Bjorn for going through that. I mean, there's really nothing else I can think of at the moment. There's other things it can do, the course, but you can. I recommend you guys just go and register. If you register and the prices, you don't have to pay anything. Just go and register, and you can just go and check out quite a fair few things there. There's quite a lot of free stuff you can get. Obviously, if you do decide to subscribe, you get all the functions you just saw, and you can use absolutely everything. So obviously, if you want to support us and you want to help us make it even better and better as we go along, then please do very quickly subscribe and have a go. It'll help you improve your chess. So Bjorn, I'll leave you with the last words.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
no, I'm just thrilled to get it out there and see what you guys think, and I'll just be waiting for your response now, and I'll fix the Song and promotion thing tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
it'll be on Twitter when you can. And you can do the Song.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is we are just trying to make it as good as possible, and we're gonna, obviously, if there's any little things, we think we've ironed out most of the bugs, but it's just one of those things. It will improve as a website in many ways, as you'll see. But if you get subscribed now, you can make sure that the price of that won't basically go up as we add new features, which is, if it's going to be, we're hoping, the most powerful opening tool out there, then obviously that's going to cost a bit of money to have that. I mean, it's just the way it is if you want to improve. Yeah. So cheers. Anyway, sorry, I did say I was going to leave you with the last words, but I just butted in as usual there, Bjorn. So I'll be playing a bit more chess soon, guys. I'm going to now go because I'm supposed to be on the studio broadcast a bit later. And we'll bring you some more fun things. But
I'm going to shoot in with the last word, actually, because this is something I constantly are trying to tell Simon, that there will, as people are saying in the chat here, there will always be bugs. So
I find, I find bugs on chess.com still. which is like
yes,
the
exactly.
You get bugs on chess.com, you get bugs on every site. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things. It's like you know, maybe what we should do, we should have a little challenge. Anyone finds a bug, they get a free, if you know, some free subscription or something.
Definitely, we'll
do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that a little bit, but then you'll know they'll be finding bugs all over the shop there.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's good.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want to improve it, and also, you know, we've got a list of things we're going to add to it. So, like I say, the idea is we're going to be adding reports. So, if you're on the paid subscribership, we'll be sending you a report weekly that looks at your blitz games for you and is able to tell you where you're going wrong. So you'll be able to get an automated report without doing any work to your email, and we're going to add more interactive stuff. Lots of ideas, but yeah, I mean, it's just trying to make it as good as we can. And for me, very important, I want this to be something that I use to prepare for serious chess competitions above any other product out there. And that's something I always wanted, and I think we're pretty much there now. But you know, I do want to use this if I'm preparing for a game. I've got so many things so I can do, courses, encyclopedia, top games, YouTube videos. There's so many things I can use to prepare for a game or an opening. So
yeah, we probably skipped that part actually, where you can create an opening tree for a specific player.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
that's something you can do. You can go to the top games and you can search for a player name, and you can show like an opening tree of what he usually plays against different lines.
So this is actually something I did. So my opponent was Samvel Shahakian. This is the guy I played in to try and qualify for the World Cup yesterday. And I let's say I wanted to filter his. So let's say I'm playing black. I wanted to look at all his games as white. So you press go here, and it takes a bit of time because it's got to search them all. But I use this to prepare. So I wanted to see what does he do as white. And then this little clever thing here. There's loads of little things you can do. I can press this, and look, it tells me that with the white pieces in most of his games he's going e4, right? So this is why I didn't bother preparing for d4, because he's got 561 games where he's played e4. So I thought, right, and then if you go down it, if you play the moves on the board, it will update the tree here, and you can see exactly what lines he plays. So you can do that with this one. You can do that with the encyclopedia and other things. So it's got loads of little cool extras you can do. Tree things as well. Yeah, cool. Other stuff probably we've missed as well, Bjorn, but that's the nature of the beast, right? Yeah. So, yes. Can you create your own repertoire in the future? Well,
yeah, I think I answered that question in the beginning. That's on the agenda. You can create your own repertoire right now. You can create a folder, you can upload PGNs, you can create anything there. And then the missing link is just being able to compare your blitz games against that repertoire. But that's definitely being created.
And to answer Jen's chess, yeah, thank you so much for your email. It was great. I'm hoping that Bjorn is able to has already solved all the bugs that you sent, and we have
probably not all of them, but I've done a lot, and then I'm gonna go thoroughly through his email. Thank you so much, Jens.
We were meaning to get back in touch with you, Jens, even to see if you wanted to help, bring you on board for some tasks. So we will try to get in, but thank you so much, Jens, for your very detailed analysis of the site. It's all very welcome. And I suppose the last thing, if anyone wants to email, what email? I don't even know what email we're using.
We're using support, but just click that little orange
this one
icon on the right side. Yeah, click that and send an email. Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm online, I'll answer you straight away. If not, just send an email.
Oh, that's nice. So if you've got any questions at all, what was the name of the guy we banned? I expect he'd be spamming it now.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet he's still hanging in the background. He hasn't moved on. He's hanging in the background like, I haven't got anything better to do in my life. You can expect him. But yeah, if you wanna, that's actually very useful. Just press this little thing here on the site, and that will bring it up, and you can just, put your thing in there, basically, whatever you want. Okay, cool. Right, guys. No, I think we've both got to go. So just a little show you of gchess. We'll try to show you a bit more in future. Please do have a look. If you want to support us, it'd be great if you can get subscribed. It will help your chess, and hopefully take you to the next level in your game. So cheers, Bjorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention one last thing, and that I just thought about me and JT. JT is helping out for this project as well, and me and JT is planning on having a weekly update on what we're doing on this. So, and just as a Friday hangout, we'll talk a little bit about the latest updates and probably do some chess as well. So yeah.
Is that on JT's stream or
on Chesspatzer?
Let's put it
Chesspatzer UK. Yeah, you should probably Chesspatzer. You can you're probably able to link to your own channel, I guess.
Yeah, it's Chesspatzer UK Twitch channel. So
yeah.
Keep an eye out for that if you've got any more questions about it.
Yeah, subscribe to his channel. It's great.
Do subscribe to JT's channel, and like I say, just go and have a play of it, and we'd like to hear your feedback. I mean, good or bad. If it's bad, we'll improve it, and if it's good, it's nice to hear some good stuff. So yeah, basically. So cool.
Yep.
All right. I'm just seeing a coding stream. Cheers, looking forward to the update. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll do more streams about gchess, I'm sure, coming at you, but we just love it for you guys to try it out for them. So good. All right, Bjorn, all done, you reckon?
All done.
Okay, mate, I'll just end our Zoom call if that's all right, shall I?
That's fine. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, get back to coding, mate. You've got lots to do now. On pass on must be fixed by 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I can tell you a secret. It actually works, but the board doesn't update. So if you click like 2 moves, if you go back to the move, the piece disappears. So, so you can hack it.
So basically, it doesn't work.
That's my excuse.
Okay. All right. There you go. All right. So cheers, everyone. Until next time. Goodbye. Just a little look at gchess this time. So cheers for now.
Bye.
Okay.